Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another sheave of the D, and today we're going to be doing Zaharoff. I think that's how you pronounce it, Zaharoff. Signature. It's a cornucopia of scents. It's like there is a little. Obviously, when I think I said before when I first smelled this, I smelled lavender. There's a couple other things in there that kind of floral scents going across the top. And then there was a whole bunch of other things. It was like, man, I was like, I'm not even sure what I'm smelling. But there is, it's like citrus, cedar type, or wood type scents in there. And it was like, that's not so bad. And when you lather it up, a lot of that floral disappears. And you're left with a lot of woody scents coming across with a little bit of everything else. So there are spices in there. And I'm using the Yashi 24, I think it's a 24, brush that I got from Matthew Lawrence. Everything here is from Matthew except for the razor, which I'll show in a second here. We got the third use of the Schick blades with the Fatboy, Gillette Fatboy. That was with my dad's razor, that I'm using now. So, we'll get to see how this one works out. And then we're going to be doing, we'll follow up with this. The splash, the aftershave smells pretty good. And then we're going to use the K-towel. It's like from Glenn. There we go. And find out, it's like, yes, his wife makes these things. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, I've been seeing K-towels around everywhere. And it was like, I wasn't sure who made them, what company or whatever. But I find out it's Glenn's wife. I'm like, okay, good to know. So it's like the in-house family thing going on with his wife there. So, all right. So how's your day going? If I try, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. What do you call it? The scent notes for this is like, there's seemed like 30 of the darn things that, they threw everything. Hey, what do we got left in the kitchen? So let's just dump it in there. Let's figure out, it smells good. How much you remember putting in? This, and this, and this, and this percentage. Sounds good. All right, there we go. I got the Badger brush here. All right. Yeah, I'm going to try to remember more to use these things. And one thing about a Badger is that it does allow you to do face scrubbing, I guess. Not a big scrape. I'm a painter, but I'm a painter all the way around. Ooh, it's getting everywhere. But, yeah. Up the nose there. Well, as we continue on the saga of life, it's like, yeah. All right, let's go. Come on. Yeah. Back still is acting up. It's a continuing saga with this bloody back. Lots of visits to the twice a week going to the physical therapist. The physical therapist, the nicest, meanest people or the meanest, nicest people, however you want to put it. They make you do things that your body does. So, no, don't do that to me. No, that type of thing. Okay, I know it's supposed to be good for me. But yeah, I'm one of those individuals, every morning before I can even get out of bed, I gotta do stretches. And my wife, you just lay in bed for half an hour. And it's like, I'm not laying in bed. For God's sakes, woman. She just gets up and jumps out and goes, So if you had as much agony and pain as I do, it takes you a while to... It's like a diesel engine, you know. So you just don't push and it doesn't just start. You got to warm up the glow plugs, you know. And you get to warm it up and let it run for a while, and then you go. Same way with me. You know, warm up the old engine. These Schick blades and razor are not gonna seem like they're working pretty good. One thing I noticed about the Schick blade is that it seems to be a little thicker. I noticed that some brands, if you ever look at them, it's like they're really thin, and you can hear them make more of a ringing sound, and the other ones are a little thicker. Zaharoff seems to be halfway decent when it comes to slickness. I'm just curious what Matthew thinks of this soap. It's like when I first smelled it, I was like, I wasn't sure, you know, if I would like it or not for when it comes to, but now that's lathered up, it's like, yeah, I like it. It's like I thought would happen is that a lot of floral and citrus scents tend to disappear depending on how heavy they are. It's kind of, in some ways, this would be if I didn't have a splash to go with this, I probably would be using Avon Wild Country with this, just made up with it. Because you have some similar scent profile with it. But yeah, twice a week go spend an hour at the physical therapist, and at least once a week going to the chiropractor. Getting better. The biggest problem I got right now, it doesn't seem to want to go away, is this bloody arm. It's like, was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was a doctor again. Emergency. Well, not really emergency. It was urgent care, let's put it that way. My forearm right here, I don't know if you can see it. It's like, you can see right through here. This running along. It's like I had the month ago when I was in the hospital. They put a medical port in me, which is, you know, like an IV, but it's not connected to an IV. And that's every time I needed a shot of drugs. You know, they weren't giving me pills. They were just like walk over with a big giant syringe and go, you know, hit me with a massive dose of drugs. You know, give them 5, 10, 15 cc's of this or that. You know, whatever it was. Sometimes it was a cocktail stuff. We'll hit you with this one. A lot of it was like Valium and something else. So it made me kind of loopy. It didn't make me, it did make me loopy. But when the world was like, like, whoa, that's some good stuff there, baby. I still remember when they hit me up with the morphine. They go, you should be fine. Not fine. Me in agony. Me hurt bad. And they're like, that didn't, the doctor was like, that didn't work? You're still in pain. Like, I'm in agony. I'm like, I hurt bad. I'm like, that should have worked. like, the nurse, he looks over at the nurse, go get the next one, next level up, like. So by the time they got done with all the, like the third time coming in, hit me with something. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, it was pretty hard stuff. It is like, wow. What is that? Pure heroin, man. But yeah. And then I had to go a couple weeks ago. Like I said, I had to go to what do you call it? Urgent care. My whole forearm just, it was like during the day, no problem, didn't feel it. I had a little bump where the port went in. And it was like sore, hurt, achy kind of feeling. And all of a sudden, it just moved right up my arm. And then it moved up to right about right here. You can see that little bump right there. But it migrated. And then my whole arm just went, swelled up that night. I was like, and it heated up. And I was like, man, did I get an infection? So next morning, it's like I had physical therapy in the morning. And it's like they're right next door to the urgent care center. So I was like, I talked to my physical therapist, and he looked at it. It's like, yeah, when you're done here, I'd say you go next door. I'm like, okay, I'm going to. They got me in. It's like I'm already in the system. It's like, oh, so-and-so, and then he's like, birthday? Yeah. It's like, okay. Oh, we got you. Everything's up to date. We'll get you. And it's like within 5 minutes I was in, and it's like the place was packed. And within 5 minutes, it was like, this guy needs a rush order. He's in serious world of shit right now. It's like, so they got me in. So what was he into? I was like, yeah, I got this. And they, ooh, okay, yeah. That's like, yeah, that's definitely a problem there. So, and they did an ultrasound on it and did some blood tests and stuff. And yeah. Oh, I didn't bother talking about this before, but it's like last couple of weeks I've been doing pretty good, and then you have a relapse. Sound like a song. Relapse. Let's see. It's not, this Schick blade isn't pulling anything. I'm smelling sandalwood and cedar right now. Pepper. Yeah, the blade isn't pulling, but it doesn't seem to be cutting as well. I'm getting a feeling this is these Schicks are, I got myself right there. What the hell did I do that for? I'm feeling this is like a 3-use and done blade. Must have caught myself with the edge of the razor blade. Alright, this is getting annoying. Finally, it's getting... Get that cut. Like, what the hell? You ever get one of those blades you're just going, it's like, it's cutting, but it's not cutting well enough. You know, it's like, you can typically, when you're using a blade, you start feeling that tuggy feeling, and you're like, ah, it's done. I'm not feeling any tugginess, it's just... not sharp. Now, it's like suddenly it just went from, yeah, we're good. Oh, no. Yeah, we're at our last leg. Like, okay. You're a 3 and done blade. 9. It's good to know. That's the important thing. The residual slickness on the soap's pretty good. Seems to work fine, which is nice. You get some soaps that dry out so quickly. Oh, there, I'm starting to feel a little tugginess. Yeah, definitely. Good to note to self. Schick blades, 3s. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. Not standing, that there is like standing bad, posture bad, back hurt. I think a lot of it's just did a little bit of tossing and turning last night. I woke up about 4:30 this morning and rolled over and went, ah, what the hell? And my wife wakes up, you okay? I am now. Okay, we're good. And then she just got up and stayed up. I went back to sleep. And got up at 7. Like, why am I getting up so early? That one thing I gotta watch is like when I take my muscle relaxers at night, gotta watch how relaxed I am. Like, there have been a few times where I'll fall asleep in my recliner, and then about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll wake up and it's like, oh, I better go to bed for a while. There was a few nights way back when I still had all the heavy, was it Oxycontin? I think it was what they gave me for, I had about a 5-day supply of that, and I'd take one of those and a muscle relaxer. There was a couple times where like, oh yeah, I better take these, but not sit in my recliner because I'll fall asleep, and I'm sitting there on my computer to do the last few things before I shut it down. And like, next thing you know, it's like one time I woke up and was like, my head's on the keyboard, like, what? What the hell? Okay, note to self: take pills, then walk right to bed. Like, and a couple times, like, I come to bed late, and my wife's like, "You fall asleep in your chair?" Yeah, I fell asleep in my chair. My chair at the computer. Normally it's my right side that hurts, and right now it's like getting pain going to my left. I'm all disjointed this morning, guys. Sorry. Work through the pain. Yeah, I do have to say the residual slickness is pretty good with this soap. I give it that. Scent profile is interesting. Yeah, I'll put a. I'll try to remember take a screenshot of it and put it at the beginning and at the end, so if you want to see what it's all about. Like my nose is like I'm constantly picking up something different, and that's why, because it seems like there's like 30 different scents in this bloody stuff. I just can't tie down to one thing. But the main is like a fir, cedar, sandalwood is what I'm primarily smelling now. With, I think, some pepper. I don't know if it's black pepper or white pepper, but yeah, this blade is done. She's a done dinner. Alright, put that off the side. I think I'm done with this. Oh, right there. I missed a spot. There we go. Alright. There we go. Okay, let's go. Whew. So Glenn, if you're watching this, at the end, question. Is this a snap right here that this can come off? So if I have to launder it, this will snap off or not? I'm not sure exactly because I don't want to. I think it's a rivet, but it feels like a rivet. So, well, I was smart while I was sitting there yapping. I dropped the towel in the water. It's like, but it is soft. So there we go. There we go. All right. A little bit of signature splash. I get a lot more like cedar. Oh, gee, me crickets, come out of there. Wow, holy. I inhaled it was like alcohol burst in my nut up my nose. That is nice. Almost like reminds me of a honey amber smell. That's what I'm getting all of a sudden. Kind of a amber, cedarwood, sandalwood type of scent coming across. There we go. All right, so guys, that's the shave of the day. Down below there should be a affiliate link. So if you need anything from the razor company, go ahead and click on that, and there'll be a little kickback towards me that will be used towards a giveaway. That smells good. All right. Okay. That's the shave of the day, brought to you by Zaharoff Signature. It's like, I'll try to remember take a screenshot of that. And then we had the Schick blades with the Gillette Fatboy. Maybe the Gillette Fatboy and the Schick didn't work very well together. It seemed to work fairly well in some of the others, but I'm gonna say third use, done. It's going into the bin, into the box. And oh yeah, nice. I like the badger blade brush, the Yashi badger brush. There we go. So that's a shave of the day, everybody. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.